Have you ever found yourself standing at the threshold of an important decision, a tempting opportunity, or a burning dream, only to hesitate, wavering, as if waiting for a green light from somewhere? Do you silently seek approval from family, friends, superiors, or even the invisible society? Before daring to take the first steps on your own path, do you feel like your potential is locked away, simply missing a key labeled permission? If the answer is yes, you are far from alone. In a world that seems to constantly impose external rules, expectations, and judgments, it's easy to fall into the invisible trap of waiting for permission. We wait to be told we are good enough, ready enough, worthy enough. We wait for a diploma, a title, a compliment, some form of recognition to feel we have the right to pursue what we want, express our true selves, or simply live a meaningful life in our own way. But what is the truth? The truth is that the key you are searching for is not outside of you. It resides in your pocket, in your heart, in your very being. The ultimate permission you need doesn't come from anyone else. It must come from yourself. It's time to stop passively waiting and start actively reclaiming your innate power. This article is not a call to rebel against the world. It is an invitation to embark on an inner revolution. A revolution that frees you from the invisible chains of waiting and empowers you to shape your own life. Together, we will explore the psychology behind seeking permission, unveil the mystery of inner strength based on both philosophy and science, and, most importantly, learn how to grant yourself permission to live a full, authentic, and powerful life. Prepare to step out of the shadows of waiting and embrace the radiant light of self-determination. The sweet trap of waiting for permission. Seeking external approval is not a personal weakness, but often a deeply ingrained pattern shaped by various factors, childhood programming, from a young age. We learn to seek approval from parents and teachers, to receive love, recognition, and rewards. Being well-behaved, obedient, and getting good grades often equate to being accepted. Gradually, we internalize that our worth depends on the evaluations of others. Social pressure and cultural expectations. Society often sets out predefined paths, standards of success, gender roles, and expectations for how we should live, act, and become. Deviating from these norms often comes with the fear of judgment, criticism, or isolation, making us hesitant to pursue our own path if it is not allowed. Fear of failure and rejection. Waiting for permission is also a defense mechanism. If we don't start, we won't fail. If we don't express ourselves, we won't be rejected. Seeking approval before acting feels like a way to minimize the risk of being hurt. Imposter syndrome. Many talented and successful individuals secretly feel undeserving, believing their achievements are just luck or that they are fooling others. This feeling leads them to constantly seek external validation and prevents them from acknowledging their true abilities, always feeling they need another license to be qualified. The consequences of being stuck in this waiting loop are significant. Missed potential, creative ideas never take shape, passionate projects are indefinitely delayed, and unique talents go unexpressed. Inauthentic life. You live according to the expectations of others instead of pursuing the call of your own heart, leading to feelings of emptiness and regret. Loss of self-determination. You surrender control of your life to others or external circumstances, feeling powerless and becoming a victim of fate. Stagnant energy. Constantly worrying about the judgment of others and suppressing yourself consumes a great deal of mental and emotional energy. Recognizing this trap is the first step towards breaking free. You don't have to live in a state of waiting. You have the power to change it. the science and philosophy of inner strength, the power within you. The idea of reclaiming your power is not just an empty inspirational slogan. It is supported by profound insights from psychology, neuroscience, and philosophy. Neuroplasticity. The brain can change. Neuroscience has proven that our brains are not fixed. They constantly change and restructure themselves based on our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. This means you can absolutely train your brain to break free from the habit of seeking external permission and build new neural pathways for self-confidence, autonomy, and self-determination. Believing you have real power can change the very structure of your brain. Self-determination theory, the innate desire for autonomy. This theory posits that humans have three basic innate psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Constantly waiting for permission goes against this fundamental need for autonomy. When you reclaim your self-determination, you are meeting a deep psychological need, leading to stronger intrinsic motivation and lasting happiness. The power of belief, the placebo and Pygmalion effects. Our beliefs have an astonishing power to shape reality. The placebo effect shows that believing in a cure can create real physiological changes. The Pygmalion effect demonstrates that our expectations can influence performance. When you believe you have the right and the ability to act, you will act more powerfully and are more likely to achieve better results. The strongest license is the belief you grant yourself. Stoicism and freedom of choice. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius emphasized that while we cannot control external events, we always have the freedom to choose our reactions and attitudes. True power lies not in changing the world, but in mastering our inner world. Ceasing to wait for permission is an act of mastering our reactions, choosing to act based on inner values rather than external fears. Even Viktor Frankl, a survivor of the Holocaust, affirmed that the last of human freedoms, the ability to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, cannot be taken away. Both science and philosophy point to one truth: power is not something you need to seek or be granted from the outside. It is an inherent part of your being, waiting to be recognized and activated by you. Breaking the chains, concrete steps to grant yourself permission. Step 1. Identify the imaginary gatekeepers. When you hesitate, who are you really waiting for approval from? Is it a specific person, or vague social standards? Or the inner critic that always tells you you're not good enough? Write it down. List the gatekeepers or conditions you think you need before acting. Step 2. Challenge and rewrite your beliefs. For each condition or permission you think you need, ask yourself, is this really true? Who says so? What's the worst? Find counter evidence. Look for examples in your past when you succeeded without permission, or when others have succeeded by going against expectations. Create new empowering beliefs. Write down empowering beliefs. For example, I am capable enough to start now. My opinions are valuable. I am allowed to make mistakes and learn. I define my own success. Step 3. Listen to and trust your inner compass. Identify what is truly important to you in life. When your actions align with your core values, you will need less external validation. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is your inner guidance system. Practice listening to subtle feelings and gut instincts. Meditation, journaling, and spending quiet time alone can help you connect more deeply. Trust your judgment. Start with small decisions. Practice making choices based on your own judgment and accept the consequences. Gradually, you will build confidence in your ability to navigate your own life. Step 4. Empower yourself through small actions. Don't wait to take a giant leap. Choose a small action, within your control, that demonstrates your self-determination, and take it. Build momentum. Each successful small action will reinforce your belief in your abilities and create momentum for larger actions. Success breeds success. Act despite fear. Don't wait until you are no longer afraid to act. Fear is normal. Acknowledge it and act anyway. Courage is acting in the face of fear. Step 5. Accept imperfection and learn from setbacks. The fear of failure is one of the main reasons we wait for permission. Redefine failure not as an end, but as part of the learning and growth process. Focus on effort, not just results. Be proud that you dared to try, dared to act, regardless of the final outcome. Practice self-compassion when things don't go as planned. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, rather than self-criticism. Live an empowered life. You are the captain. When you stop waiting for permission and start reclaiming your power, your entire life will begin to change. You define success on your own terms. Success is no longer about meeting external standards, but about living a life aligned with your values, passions, and purpose. You set healthy boundaries. You know how to protect your time, energy, and personal space. You respect your own needs and are not afraid to say no when necessary. You use your voice. You dare to express your thoughts, feelings, and ideas authentically and powerfully, contributing your unique value to the world. You accept and celebrate your uniqueness. You stop comparing yourself to others and realize that your path, your strengths, and even your flaws are all part of what makes you extraordinary. You embrace responsibility. Along with the freedom to choose comes responsibility for those choices. You no longer blame circumstances or others, but actively shape your life and learn from every experience. You live with true freedom and joy. When you are no longer bound by waiting or the fear of judgment, you feel a profound sense of relief, freedom, and joy in being yourself and living the life you desire. Permission granted by you. The permission you have been seeking is not at the end of the road, not granted by some powerful figure, and not hidden within a great achievement. It has always been here, within you, as an inherent power, an inseparable part of your being. The journey of reclaiming your power is a continuous one, requiring courage, self-awareness, and self-compassion. There will be times when you stumble, times when doubt returns. That is perfectly normal. What matters is that you recognize it, take a deep breath, and once again, choose to move forward from a place of Stop asking, "Am I allowed?" Instead, ask yourself, "What do I want? What is truly important to me? What is the next step I can take?" Grant yourself permission to dream big, to experiment, to make mistakes, to speak up, to love yourself, and to live a life without regrets. Your power is not something to wait for. It is something to seize, right now. The world is waiting for the unique gift that only you can offer. Don't make it wait any longer. Step out and claim your rightful place.